Good morning, sir. I'm Dayan Merino.
And I am Geraldi Ampong.
And we are the reporters of zoning, land regulations, and legal and ethical issues in Philippine urban development. Zoning, land regulation, and legal and ethical issues in Philippine urban development. It covers zoning laws, legal challenges, and ethics affect city growth and development of the Philippines. Shaping our urban future. Urban development fundamentally shapes cities, communities, and environment. Such development must meticulously consider intricate legal frameworks and uphold ethical responsibilities. It is primarily guided and structured by comprehensive zoning and land use regulation. Urban development shapes physical, social, and environmental aspects in cities affecting where people live and work. It requires careful planning, legal oversight, and responsible and ethical responsibilities. The legal foundation. Republic Act 7116 Local Government Code is it empowers local government units, which is LGUs, and Republic Act 7279 is Urban Development and Housing Act. It's focusing on socialized housing and urban development, provide legal basis for protection. And next, XPD 1586 is Environmental Impact Statement or EIS system, requires our environmental critical project and projects located in environmentally critical areas to undergo environmental impact. These laws gives governmental control over land use and urban planning, ensures environmental protection through impact and assessments. They provide legal frameworks for balanced and sustainable urban development. This slide addresses the legal challenges that affecting the urban development in the Philippines, such as informal settler families, property rights conflicts, and heritage versus development, and the last one, and environmental compliance. My co-reporter will be discuss the following examples for these legal issues in the Philippines.
Case examples. Examining specific cases provides concrete illustration of legal and ethical challenges discussed. These examples, widely publicized, have sparkled national debates and influenced policy changes. Manila Bay Reclamation. This extensive project involves filling parts of Manila Bay for new urban spaces, raising alarms about environment impact, coastal protection, and potential displacement of fishing communities. Heritage versus development. Take the Torre de Manila case. The Torre de Manila case is behind in the Loleta Park, which is this is not proper way of putting a building in behind the cultural heritage monument, because that is so unrespectful to our national hero, which is Rizal. And by that, there is highlighted a conflict between modern development and the preservation of cultural heritage, and that is the reason of their conflict. There is the government putting the building behind the cultural heritage, which is not proper. Informal settlers, families, ISFs, relocating challenges. The Urban Development and Housing Act mandates humane relocating for ISFs, but implementation often faces hurdles, leading to social tensions and legal disputes over the land tenure and resettlement sites. The example of this here in the Philippines, in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, this is so rampant. Property rights conflicts overlapping titles. Disputes from the word itself, property rights conflicts overlapping titles. The example of this is the big companies are overlapping the certain land of that local particular area, and they are studying the company in that K takeaways, navigating urban complexity. These are the examples of navigating urban complexity. This is the zoning laws, organic growth, ethical issues, fairness, housing and corruptions, legal issues, disputes, heritage, compliance, need balance of growth and sustainability. These are the Philippine urban development is intricate tips 3 woven with regulatory frameworks, societal needs, and environmental considerations. Understanding these core elements is crucial for fostering sustainable and educated cities. Ethical dilemmas in urban development. Beyond legalities, urban development in the Philippines grapples with significant ethical considerations. These issues touch upon social equity, justice, and moral responsibilities of developers and policymakers towards all segments of the society. For example, gentrification, displacement, and exclusion. The example of this is demolitions and corruptions, bribery in zoning and permits. Now, despite that they are despite of the despite of they are using a legal way of getting that particular area, they are doing the illegal, like they are do the bribery that and that cause the corruptions. Equitable housing, access to shelter. Like I said in the previous, that ensuring fair and accessible houses for all income levels remain a critical ethical challenge, particularly in rapidly urbanized areas where affordable options are scarce. Environmental justice impact on vulnerable communities. The disproportionate impact of environment hazards such as increased flooding due to inadequate drainage or coastal erosion from reclamation projects often falls upon marginalized communities. And these are the examples of this. The example of this is like our current issues right now, which is the the flood, the flood issues within flood control. And conclusion and recommendations: building better cities, enforce zoning rigorously. Dito na lahat. Sasabihin ko na lang, babasahin ko na lang. Strengthen implementation and compliance mechanism for zoning ordinance to ensure planned urban growth and prevent illegal constructions. Promote transparency in land decision. Implement clear and open process for land use planning, reclassification, and permit approvals to combat corruption and foster public trust of the Lord itself. Ensure inclusive housing solutions. Prioritize policies that provide affordable and adequate housing for all income groups, particularly for informal settler families to mitigate displacement. Like I said in the previous. Protect environment and heritage assets, enact stronger environmental protection measures and heritage conservation laws, ensuring that development projects do not compromise natural ecosystem or cultural landmarks. And this is the sustainable educate urban development in the Philippines requires concrete effort from all stakeholders. By addressing legal loopholes and ethical consideration, we can create resilient, inclusive, and vibrant cities for future generations. And that's all. Thank you.